Welcome, guys, to another Rayners Racing League. This is F2 on a Sunday night. Today we are at Monza, Italy, and with me, as always, is the ever magnificent Hobo. Hobo, how are you today?
I'm very well. How are you today, buddy?
I'm very good indeed. So we do have quite a lengthy qualifying session here at Monza. You got any hopes or predictions that you can see already?
I want fast driving. I want competitive racing. I want no crashes. I just want. If it's anything like it was 2 weeks ago when I was watching, I am looking forward to it. I want Rayner to be up there again. I heard he had a bit of trouble around Spa last week. I've got hopes for everyone. LH44, see how he gets on again. Very, very quick 2 weeks ago around Hungary. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Obviously, yes. For the fans, Belgium we did have a few issues, and it was decided by an external panel that the race should be re-raced. So I know there's some drivers who were unhappy with that, but that's the way the cookie crumbles, really, isn't it? Sometimes you can't please everybody.
Oh, so, no, definitely can't.
So it had to be done. Right, so what I'm doing now is, before I can go into like my usual stuff, I am posting the link into the chat.
Evening, Cryo. Welcome to the stream, pal. Hopefully your teammate's already out. We're on board with him right now as he's getting ready for his hot lap. About to come around the Parabolica now. Guys, he's quietly shocked that I knew the name of that corner.
I'll be surprised if you didn't.
No,
to be honest,
I know a few. I know a few. Parabolica, Ascari. That's probably about the limit I've got. The first chicane. Oh, Psycho has left. Bit of connection issues there.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be, one of the other gentlemen will be able to get him back in, and he might be able to set a fast lap. But yeah, we have got 26 minutes to go. Now, best thing for me to do right now is to go through our standings. Obviously, they will be pretty much the same as what they were last week. So, standings after Hungary is Rayner in first with 203. We've got LH in second on 196. Eva Hunter third with 152. Quadriti in fourth and 134. Apex in fifth with 95. We've got Reagan in sixth with 77. Drew in seventh with 75. Magnus in eighth with 67. Craig Savant with 35 in ninth. RG in 10th with 32. Nismo in 11th with 23. Benjamin Cardiff in 12th with 23. Liam in 13th with 7. Green Ace in 13th with 22. Liam in 14th with 7. Monopono, Mr. Paulie, in 15th with 4. Alongside him is Cairo with in 16th with 4. Jason Woodhouse rounded off all the point scoring places, 17th with 1. Psycho Toby, Tristan, and Tim Guy still yet to score. Alright. Wormings is Rayner's cousin, and if I am right, that is Rayner's cousin. He does race in a few of the other leagues, so he is quite. I would say he's one of those racers that you can give a bit of surprise or two on track. I raced against him, and he was a bit quicker than me, but I think everybody is a bit quicker than me. No, not at all. Okay, so the constructor standings for the F2 is the Univertosi on 298, Dams on 209, HWA on 203, Trident on 174, High Tech on 102, We've got Campos at 77, Charo on 55, Carlin on 24, Prima and ART on 4 each. So still a lot to play for some of the positions. It works out 48 points is up for grabs for the person who basically dominates everything. Because it's 4 points for pole, 2 points for each fastest lap, and also 25 points if you get first in the first race, and 15 if you get points first place in the second race. And we do have another racer who is out on track. Let's see who that is. And we do have Ben Cardiff. Now, what I'm going to do with Ben Cardiff, I am going to stay on board with Ben Cardiff, and I'm going to do my lap run through with him. So, Monza...
Very strange-looking Red Bull. Very strange-looking Red Bull.
It's the Carlin Red Bull. To be honest, I actually quite prefer this over the Red Bull that we see Joe running around the F1 tracks. I think it just looks a little bit more sleeker.
I think it's the car design. Obviously, the F2 cars are very different to what we're used to looking at. So you're instantly like, oh, that looks quite different. That's quite nice. But yeah, it does look really nice. These F2 cars actually do look really nice.
So yeah, so a little bit about Monza itself. Monza is 5.79 kilometers. That works out to be 3.6 miles dead. It does have 11 turns. That's 7 to the right and 4 to the left. It is one of those circuits that's got the fewest corners, but it is very, very fast indeed. Corners are broken down into small sections rather than having a corner name for each corner. They kind of like group them into like their little groups.
Yeah,
so here we go.
5 little areas where the corners are, which is quite nice.
So here we go with Ben Cardiff as he demonstrates what a lap looks like for our viewers. So he has crossed the start finish line as he comes up still warming up his tyres. I think this might be another warm up lap for him. But this is the first chicane, which is the Variante del Rettifilo. So this is the probably where you see the most diving in for an overtake as he approaches.
And also a lot of corner cutting.
Yeah, a lot of corner cutting. And then we're on to the Curve Grande. Basically, it just means a big curve, really, in Italian. And then on to the second chicane, which is Variante della Roggia. A slow corner for Ben Cardiff there. I think it's quite ideal for us to actually then we could talk. He hasn't validated his lap, but we'll still stay on board with him as he is going to go around the Lesmos. Now, Lesmos are not to be
sorry,
called.
I laughed at Lesmo. All right, I'm sorry. I laughed at Lesmo.
Lesmos. Now it's down to the back DRS curve. It's not a straight. It is actually technically a curve. It has got a very long Italian name, but I am not willing to pronounce it. Around the Ascari complex, named after the driver who did unfortunately lose his life on practice here, along the back straight.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, named after Ascari had a crash 5 days after he put his car into the Monaco harbour, and now around the Parabolica, which really is probably up there with some of the most famous corners in motorsport, really. And over the line, he does make it a 1:39.1, but obviously he has been going really slow around this. So that is a lap of Monza for you guys out there.
Alright, so guys, while we're just going live, I'm going to try and see if I can get the tables up for you so you can see live on stream. So do bear with as I do start fiddling. Okay, so let's get these images up. If I find the right one, there we go. Okay, so first of all, your driver's standings, as Gaz read out earlier. I'll leave that up for a little while I get the next lot up. But there we go. Driver standings all ready for you to see. I think they are split into two halves, I've just noticed. So this is the bottom half of the table. They're very new to this, so there you go. I'll jump back and have a look and see if I can get anything else. So I think the way that the Rayners Racing League has split their standings is actually into drivers' names and stuff, so you can see how many points they actually do have. I've only just been added to the Discord. There might be another fuller version where I can see. Ben has just set a 1:32.1. Very good time from him.
Absolutely fantastic.
Just seeing the other half of that table. I'm going to try and get that up now.
We do have Psycho Tubby, who is back with us, thankfully. He's out on track. He's, I think he is taking it a bit easy, but looks like, but obviously it's quite hard to see the difference between a slow lap and a fast lap on this with the F2 cars, because you're so used to them going a bit quicker around corners, whereas I think Psycho Tubby is taking it a little bit easy because he has got a bit of time to make up.
From Ben, yeah, sorry, bit of a spin from Ben on the exit of that chicane there. Lost the back end. Only a half spin, no damage done. But yeah, he's got to be very careful around that chicane. That's going to be a hot spot for low traction. Okay, so I'm going to again see if we can bring up the lower half of this, the higher half of this table. For you guys to see. There we go. So this, as guys were saying earlier, this is your top 10. This is the guys you're really going to be wanting to focus on during this race. Very quick drivers here. Rayners currently walking it over 203.
Yeah, he's got LH up there with for company at the moment, and we can't expect him to LH to keep challenging. The whole race last week could have put the table on its head really with the results, but hopefully it'll stable out after this session.
Yeah, fingers crossed. I said it's always good to see. So hopefully I'll be. So really, I've not missed anything. We just had a week break, so I'm coming back into this with fresh eyes. I think that's what it was, guys. Really, they wanted me back, so they didn't want to tell you. They made an excuse like, "Oh yeah, we've got to rerun it." Actually, they want me back. That's what it was, guys.
Oh, right, yeah,
they just didn't want to hurt your feelings. That was all it was, mate. They just didn't want to hurt your feelings.
That's no problem. So we've got Psycho Tubby on a 1:31.4, a good time from himself, put himself above Ben Cardiff at the moment. No, I'll be honest, Herbo, it's actually a lot better having someone with me commentating, because especially during qualifying, because we're halfway through qualifying now, and if it was on my own, I'd be like, I'm thinking, oh, what am I going to say now? What am I going to do?
Yeah, this time now you can correct me with all my mistakes.
Well, I'll be honest, I don't think we've got enough time for that, have we?
No, I'm really not. Really don't. While we're still watching Psycho go round, a couple of more guys on their outlaps. This is your constructors table. As you can see, as Gaz said earlier, I can't pronounce the names because I can't see it over here. I'm quite far away from my computer screen. But it's quite close at the top, though. Quite close at the top.
Yeah, it really is. Like I said, 48 points is the maximum sort of a team can grab, or a driver can grab, really, for the team. So it does make like one race, and it changes up everything, really.
It should be in for some good racing. Obviously, hopefully someone can catch the... sorry if I pronounce this wrong. The Vitorsi? I can't pronounce that at all.
The Univitosi.
Vitosi, there we go, Vitosi, there we go. I was trying to use an accent. I was trying to go Maltese on it, do an accent, but I can't do it. There you go. Uni Vitosi. That's my normal family's accent. But there we go. Back to the action, as they were. So fingers crossed, guys. Next week I'll get all this done properly, And Gaz will have his stream deck, fingers crossed, and we'll have a proper display for you.
Oh, definitely. I'm hoping that I'll get to grips with it very quickly because.
Oh, you got me teaching you. What can go wrong?
Yeah. Oh, it's you teaching me Herbo.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that bit. It's the me part in that situation, isn't it?
It's just the you part. No, I'll be honest. Like, you are quite technically minded, so it'd be easy for you to teach me. I could teach you F1. You could teach me technology. We'll do it that way.
Yeah, but at some point you're going to learn this stuff, and I'm going to be still stuck without the F1 knowledge bit because my brain doesn't work, and then you'll leave me. You'll get someone else in. Oh.
I don't think that's going to be possible, mate. I do enjoy commentating with you. Although I kind of feel harsh, like, because, like, I'll be honest, when I joined you and Neva the other day, I was thinking, "What? This is quite a good trio." You know, I was like, I don't want to disturb this.
Nah, you know what? I love commentating. It's actually quite enjoyable. When you've got people that as well, like yourself and Nevo, that you can bounce off and really, like, you know, talk about the race and actually get on well with. It does make commentating a lot easier and hopefully more fun for you guys watching as well.
Oh, definitely. We've got Correct Savant, who actually puts in a very good time there with 1:30.6. I was just on board with Drew, but he's invalidated his lap there. I know Green Ace is invalidated as he got back on. He's got back round. He is making another fast lap. So let's see how Green Ace does.
Well, Purple Sector 1, first of all, so he's improved his time. Last lap he did invalidate, so this is his second try. Let's put on the table so you can see what their tyres and stuff are all that on. You're going to see a lot of softs running today where it is a F2 race.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter on the tyres. The tyres should actually do the softest compound for qualifying because you still get to pick what tyre you start on the race. So it should always be soft.
And also, you see, because obviously it's a long qualifying with it basically being half an hour long, you do get a lot of the faster drivers will wait until the track is properly bedded in, properly heated up before they even attempt to come out. Like, for example, we won't see the likes of Rayner and LH until possibly the last 5 minutes of the race, of the qualifying.
Yeah, definitely. We do have a few comments on chat on the YouTube side. So we've got Drew saying, "Evening, chaps," and shouting Steve. Obviously, Herbo, they decided to call you Steve instead of Herbo.
Why?
Why
Steve? Do I look like a Minecraft character? I am not Steve, right? I haven't got a square head.
I have. Oh, we'll leave that to Lexi to decide on that one. Green Ace puts a 1:30.2. So fantastic lap by Green Ace there as he does get out of the way for the Correct Savant, who I think is actually trying to get a faster lap. We do have Drew and Liam both out on track, so let's see where both of them are. Liam has invalidated his lap, and Drew is coming around the Ascari right now. We do have Green Ace saying, "Evening, Gary." So no evening to Herbo either. Ben Carter saying, "Evening."
It's fine. Evening. It's fine, mate. It's fine. Don't worry. I'm not hurt, Green Ace. Not hurt at all. It's fine.
We've got Patrick Sizen saying, "Hello, lads."
Hi, Patrick.
So hello, all guys.
Let's have a look. See if Green. Let's see if Savant. I think he's coming into the pits. I don't think he was the best of outlaps, and I think he is running extremely low on fuel. So yeah, he is coming into the pits now.
So Drew's put himself on a 1:30.4. So that's quite a reasonable time there. It does put himself in there with the mix with Green Ace and Correct Savant. I'm sure these drivers will come out and do a faster lap. We have Cairo, who is on a fast lap now. He is just started his fast lap. So Liam's going around the Lesmos. Apex on an out lap. I am expecting some Apex super fans to turn up and cheer him on.
I reckon so. He has a lot of fans at Apex.
Yeah. So we do have 50 drivers. Unfortunately, we've had a few drivers who are unable to join us today. Obviously, it's getting to that time where the world is slowly getting released from their prison. So we're going to have a few people who are actually now looking to get themselves out and about and probably get back to work and such. So
Yep.
I don't know, it makes me feel a bit sick. I haven't stopped working really, so it's and Liam has put himself back in the pits.
Ooh.
I do wonder why. Cara is on the.
Either.
No, I don't think it was bad. I think he was actually running quite well. We do have Cairo now, who is he's retired from the session. Now, I think it's because Liam loves racing from the back. Cairo, who is thundering down towards the Parabolica.
Yeah, so he's giving the car behind a nice little tow. I do believe that is Drew. So Drew might be here. Oh, not Drew's. I think Drew's coming into the pits, I believe.
And Cairo with a 1:30.5. A great time for Cairo. I am a bit of a Cairo fan, I'll be honest. I think it's like when you reserve for someone and you feel that you feel got a bit of connection because you've had to share a car at some point. I think it's that kind of feeling for Cairo. But he is a great driver and a very, very friendly person altogether.
Izzy just messaged in the chat, what channel are you streaming from today, Gaz, for your side of it?
Oh, Rayners Racing League. What I'll do, Izzy, is she in the Discord? Is she in DxT Discord?
Not in the DxT one. She will be in the T&E one. Obviously, the Thursday T&E one.
Right.
It's not LFI, it's RRL, I believe it is. Or Rayners Racing League.
Yeah, it's Rayners Racing League. It's called. What I'll do, Izzy, I'll send you a link. This is.
What you're doing now, I'm on board with LH as he goes around the Ascari on his first hot lap of the day. So, like I said, I think drivers, the fastest ones will come out later. So, we should be expecting the likes of Rayners to come out very soon as well. Quad Duty also is on his out lap as well, so he's chosen to come out. Round the Parabolica goes LH. And that lovely pink Mercedes. He's going to be on for a quick time under the 130s, I believe, as he crosses the line at 129.2. Unbelievable time. Unbelievable
Fantastic. Apex did a 1:30.4. So that's absolutely fantastic. That the time from Apex. That is a Univertosi there in the mix there for some high points by the looks of it, if that continues. Now we've got Quad Duty, who is capable of knocking LH off the top step. Rayners still in the pits, so I'm hoping to see him come out. We've got Mr. Poli, Monopono, on track right now with Tristan, his teammate, in the Primas. Eva Hunter, another front-running gentleman, as we've got Magnus, Mr. Wallbanger himself, about to cross the line for his first fast lap. Let's see what he does. He does get 129.7.
Brilliant
Fantastic time.
Brilliant time. So very close to the top between him and Apex. Hopefully we'll see some good wheel-to-wheel racing. But they've got 5 minutes yet, so don't think this time's a set. Still got a lot of time left to go. It's LH has gone down. I think he's stabbed. I think he'll be coming in for his lap. Let's have a look with Quad Duty.
Tristan spun.
And disqualified for good measure. On my screen, anyway. There we go.
Yeah, he's disqualified from the session. I'm not too sure the reason why that is. I do know that F2 itself is very strict when it comes down to the penalties. Very strict indeed. So unfortunately, Tristan's been disqualified. He spun out. He tried to get himself back on track. He waited for a driver. I think it may have been Magnus or LH. Someone to pass him anyway before he tried to come around. But as soon as he went to turn around, that was it. Disqualified, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's a big shame, really. Big shame. The Quad Duty goes a 129.4. Good time from him. Puts him into second place.
Green Age does apologise to you, Hobo, for missing you off because he was like, he said, "Sorry, Steve. Sorry, Steve." Wrote it
Why,
before
Steve?
You knew.
Why, Steve? I don't get it. Just let me in on the joke. I don't get it.
I think it's just a random name that they picked. Because they were like, "Oh, they can't call him Hobo." Like, what do you reckon his name is?
What's wrong with Hobo? Hobo's fine. I prefer Hobo. People. Monopolo, let's have a look how he crosses the line. I almost like calling you all different names. How would you like it? Yeah. Goes to 130.6. Good time from him.
Quadriti posted a time of a 129.4, and he looks like he's actually doing it quicker now than what he did before. Could he shift LH off that top step?
It'll be very difficult. LH looking very fighty today.
Okay. Come on, let's see what Quadriti does now. He's just coming over the line. And it is a 129.3, so he's improved a bit, but not enough to knock LH off. Do we have Rayners on it? Rayners come out now, so Rayner is going to be the one to watch. So he's got the two Dams cars in front of him. He could use these as a bit of a slingshot, going down the back straight.
Yeah, definitely. Be a good shout as well to do that. Try and get every advantage you can on track. Helps out massively.
And I think I've just been told off by the Pitbull.
What did you do? Oh, the Pitbull. Oh, gosh, you found your stream.
Yeah, I think I've been told off by the Pitbull.
What did she say?
She said, Gaz, don't big up Danny. His head is big enough already.
Oh, okay, look. The one thing I hate worse than Steve is my actual fucking name, right? You should know better. Little Miss Pitbull behind me.
Yeah, probably that's why you got to get called Steve then, because you got a Steve size head.
Steve size head. Oh, do you know what? You guys, right? I'm doing this out of the goodness of my own heart. This is always the thanks I get.
So, Evil Hunter jumps into third with a 129.6, a fantastic lap by him. Now, Evil Hunter and Quadriti had a fantastic battle last week, so I'm hoping we might get the same kind of battle again this week, because Quadriti is aiming to get that third spot of Evil Hunter before the end of the season. Quadriti, I do believe Quadriti missed a few of the races, so he's been playing catch up for most of the season.
It's good that these drivers have some sort of rivalry between themselves.
Definitely. We got on board with the University of Rayners, who is going around the Lesmos. I'll be honest, I watched a commentary of this guy, and I don't know whether he'd done it on purpose or whether he'd done it by accident, but he replaced the M with a B on Lesmos.
Oh, I wonder.
I do wonder if he did it by accident or on purpose. But oh my goodness! Yeah, just don't look at the chat.
Yeah, Izzy always calls me Dan. I still can't work out how she worked out my name. That's the worst thing about that.
And then Rayner crosses the line. Let's see what he does. He jumps into fifth. Now, I know Rayner, that's a 129.8, still a very good time, but Rayner always fuels up for 2 laps.
And
he does a comfort lap. He does a comfort lap, and then he'll push himself hard now. Which is why I'm actually staying on, because it is the end of qualifying. So we have got LH, Magnus, Rayner, all still able to change. Well, LH just needs to secure his position. Magnus and Rayner looking to upset the top 3. So where is Magnus? Magnus is coming around. Magnus doesn't make any change there. He doesn't improve. So it's all down to Rayner now. Now Rayner has improved slightly on his sector 1 time. Let's see how he does come around the Lesmos onto the second sector time barrier. And he's up 3 temps. Can he squeeze another 2 temps out of that to get himself up there on the front row?
I bet he can. He's very determined, a very determined racer.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's all about the exit of Ascari that carries you on to the finish, really. So if you get a good exit from Ascari around the Parabolica and then over the start-finish line, you do tend to carry a lot of time. a 120.5, 128.5. So he does improve slightly. So he gets himself into third. So
very good time from him.
Very good time. We've got LH, our Sim Racer coin. Pole position is LH 4-4. Quadruti in second, Raynor in third, Evil Hunter in fourth, Magnus in fifth, Apex in sixth, Drew in seventh, Green Ace in eighth, ninth goes to Mono Pono, Cairo in 10th, Correct Savant in 11th, Psycho Tubby in 12th, 13th for Ben Cardiff, Liam in 14th for not setting a time, and Tristan sits in 15th because he got disqualified.
So unfortunate for him getting disqualified.
It's typical, really. It's a typical for the F2 races. Very harsh on the penalty side, I'd say, for that. So yeah, while I've got a moment here, just let you know that our races at Rayners recently are sponsored by Sim Racer Coiners, a cryptocurrency designed to reward winners, champions, some cryptocurrency to spend on sim racing equipment. I think it's the top 3 that actually get a nice little sum of cryptocurrency.
There we go. I can't wait to see what the cryptocurrency looks like. Fingers crossed. You know, you never know.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that there is a lot of cryptocurrencies out there at the moment, and I did have a big information pack regarding it is tradable on one. I think it's a UAE based trading system, so you know it's got a bit of backing if it's over there. So I think it's actually based in Abu Dhabi.
Ah, okay.
So
more sense.
That's So it's in my head. If I remember rightly, that's where it's based. They have got a lot of projective ambitions, which does look quite reachable, as our cars are setting off on the formation lap, 15 laps of Monza. It's going to be special, isn't it, really, for some of these drivers?
100%. Monza is set the temple of speed. It's going to be unreal. These F2 cars as well, they're not as fast as the F1, but which means they've got a longer drag. There'll be a lot more battling, fingers crossed, as well. And obviously, these guys run with presets, I believe, don't they? Preset,
yes, they do.
Setups.
So it's a preset 5, this, isn't it, really? You only go preset 4 if there's a bit of rain. Preset 100%. 3 if it's heavy rain. That's it. And just have a quick little look. Let's have a look at higher strategy. So, LH, Apex, Cairo, Correct Savant, and Psycho Tubby all opting for the medium tyres. So they go for the long stint at the beginning and the faster soft. That's the strategy I would go for. Yeah,
100%.
I really 100%. Would. Around Monza, you want your car to be really light and really quick. So it is down to these guys who's going for the standard soft medium setup to really put the effort in with those soft tyres.
The Pete drivers like LH probably has got the pace in these mediums to carry him. But for Raynor, for example, on them softs, he wants to really get past Quadruti and LH and really gap as much as he can, really put those softs to use. So it could be a quite clever tactic from LH, using those medium tyres possibly to hold up all the soft runners.
Well, yeah, because all he needs to do is just, if he gets a good exit from the grid, he's got the lead into basically all the corners until someone overtakes him.
Yeah, exactly. Shelley said, go Apex, she's back as well. Apex is currently sitting in 6th, so fingers crossed for him. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. No, that's not a problem. Shelley, a fantastic super fan of Apex, as our drivers are getting onto the grid. So now that we've seen qualifying, who do you think is going to be your podium sitters for the first race?
First race, okay, so I reckon obviously you can't put anything past LH and Raynor. I think them two are definitely sort of key sitters. Evil Hunter had a good race 2 weeks ago, and so did Quadruti, saying that. So do you know what? I reckon anyone in that top 5 really can really upset something. Apex is another possible outsider, but on the alternate strategy as well. But I think I'm going to go with the top 3 being the main 3.
And here they go. I'll be honest, the camera view I was given was absolutely disgraceful.
I was waiting for the change. I couldn't even get one to see the lights.
So Quad Duty's managed to get a little bit of a jump, but let's see how they go through. As cars
big contact at the back. Big contact at the back. Because who was that when we went spinning? Evil Hunter. Evil Hunter's gone spinning at the back.
Oh no! Did he get collected by anybody?
Yeah, I think he got shunt. He got a big shunt up the back, and that has done his race a treat. Really, I think he must have hit someone else. I'm going to look through damage and see if I can see any damage on any other car. Possibly Benjamin Cardiff, because he's going very slow at the moment. No damage on these cars. No, another spin as well. Apex has spun.
Oh no, not Apex.
Apex, Evil Hunter, and Green Ace all spun.
Oh, too much power, I reckon. Maybe clip the curb. The curbs are not really friendly on this circuit at all. So we've got a battle here, right? So LH has managed to open up a bit of a gap. We've got a battle between Rayner and Quad GT, which is what we kind of expected, isn't it? We do expect a lot of battling between these front row drivers. Drew, what a fantastic start Drew has had. Let's have a look and see his position check. He's up 3 places from the start.
It does help that the 3 people have spun in front of him. I think that's what done a massive help to him.
Well, I think Magnus had to actually back off a little bit there during that, because Evil Hunter was in front of him.
So let's have a look. Who's going to come into the pits? Because there must have been some sort of damage after that big impact at the start, as we see in Cairo going side by side. Just gets ahead of Savant at the moment, as the timing boards look like they're screwing up a little bit.
Oh, and Drew spins. It touches the back end of Rayner, and he spins his Dam's car. Hopefully he can get back on without being disqualified. And he's back and he's rolling. It's got to be careful coming back in.
Oh, also Savant as well got a bit of a love tap from Cairo, so that caused a bit of a spin and a massive loss in places. He's now sitting in 11th spot.
So Rayners dropped down 1 place since because he was sitting in second for a while while battling with Quad Duty. So he's in third. He's dropped a bit from Quad Duty, so we could be seeing a little procession here as Magnus has been gifted 4th place right now.
Yeah, Benjamin had another little spin there as well, so he's down to 14th. Liam's going side by side with Mono. Oh, he's just going to have it into Ascari. Good overtake.
Yeah, fantastic. So Liam's up 7 places already. It's absolutely fantastic. Obviously, with a 3-second penalty, that if he keeps collecting them, we may see him tumbling back down again. But fantastic effort from Liam getting up there.
Yeah,
as Mono Pono, Mr. Paulie tries to get round the inside of Liam.
Oh, great!
And he
overtake.
does.
Fantastic run the parabolica. I'll jump back as well because Tristan is overtaking Apex as well at the back. Their guys side by side, a complete drag race to the first corner. Apex will have the inside line. Bit of a possible contact there. Does have the inside. Apex does take that place into 10th. He goes. Oh, he gets stuck behind though. Liam. Oh no. Bit of contact. I'm not sure what happened to Liam there. As we also see in the background, Mono's also spinning as well.
Yeah, it just seems like there's a bunch of contact there from between those 5 drivers, really. Can't say who hit who or who was involved, but it seems like the 5-6 drivers that was involved in that little mix there. Some may have got unscathed and just danced the way through, but there just seemed to be a bit of a car park effect, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, literally. Like I said, I don't think, for example, Apex could do anything, because as he come off that first chicane, on the exit was the stationary Liam. So, like, he can't do much about it. He just literally had to hit him. There was nowhere for him to go. As Ben gets a really bad exit out of the second Lesmo, and Mono flies past into 12th place.
So Green Ace now sitting behind Tristan at the moment. He is wheel to wheel with Tristan. So it'll be quite interesting to see how they go into the Parabolica.
These drivers really like to race side by side.
Absolutely true there. Quick question from Izzy was: are these the 2019 or 2020 F2 cars? They are the 2020 cars. I could see if we jump on board with.
There's one clear way to check. If you look at the comparison between the wheels, the rims on the F2 cars, on the 2020 ones, are a lot wider than the 19 ones. Fun facts from Dan. There we go.
Wow, Dan's been doing a bit of research.
I noticed it yesterday when I was picking my. I did a few laps around Spa, and I did notice a difference slightly between the wheels. Well, there you go.
Oh wow, well done, Dan. You don't need to get your eyes tested.
No. Drew has got past Tristan as well, up into 10th. Liam is also DNF'd. I believe that was in the pit lane, so I must have had enough of his race already.
Oh no. So Magnus now is catching up with Rayner. Magnus desperately wants to score high points here to get himself into a battle for higher places in the championship. I'm actually quite impressed with you there, Dan.
I know you should be. You should be. Come on, man. I'm trying. I'm trying.
I'm impressed that you picked up on that without me having to tell you that fact.
Yeah, that's good. Sorry, I'm getting asked the question. 1 second.
So I've got Tristan and Drew are battling it out right now. Let's see. Drew is in the pits. Drew has gone into the pits, so he is starting the pit strategy by the looks of it. Let's have a look.
Wallbanger is attacking Rayner as well, right on the back of him. Rayner's not having a good race today. Has he got damage, I wonder?
I don't know. I can't see.
It doesn't look like. Maybe it's like a very light bit damage, but he's losing a lot of ground to Quad Duty there. 4 seconds now. 4.6 seconds the gap.
It could be that Ness and those tyres, because those tyres. He wants to push those soft tyres probably to lap 6 or 7 really. This is roughly about the time where you do want to start thinking of the pit stop strategy really. So we should be seeing some of the soft tyre drivers to jump in the pits in this lap or maybe the next 2. As we do have 3 drivers who have jumped in the pits recently. So we've got Drew, Evil Hunter and Monopono. All 3 have done their first stop. But I don't know whether Evil Hunter jumped in the first 3 laps. And Magnus has gone into the pits. And so is Quad Duty. So, Rayner, go for another lap on those soft tyres. Could be seeing a good strategy from him, really. Because strategy is quite key.
Yeah, a lot of soft runners now are coming in. Tristan's already in as well. Yeah, Psycho's in as well. Has he got damage on his car? He's left session.
That's not good. Connection issue.
We'll just stay on board with Psycho. Yes, wing damage, major wing damage on that car there. Does get that change now, so fingers crossed he should be okay again. Putting on the soft tyres, I believe, to change them twice there.
Quad Duty is back again, thankfully. I feel really bad if Quad Duty did start losing out because he went AI. Which he has lost out to Magnus.
I was just looking at the pit stop. I've noticed there's a lot fewer pit crew in F2 than there is in F1.
Yeah, it works out like Joe. Obviously, you have 3 technicians to a wheel in F1, whereas they are only allowed 1 per wheel, and they do work in tandem. So, like, you have one person take the wheel off, and the next person will put the wheel on and bolt it up as the next one moves along. And it's just the way it works out. It's like just one person it has to do it. And then with the COVID restrictions, that got reduced again.
Wow. Really incredible. Because I'm watching them doing it again. This is why I thought they maybe put the same tyres on, because they put the rears on first, then put the car down, and then they do the front. It's very strange. Very, very strange.
Yeah, so they used to have 2 per wheel, 1 per wheel, And they used to basically, some teams would used to do a rotational where one would take the wheel off and the other one would put the wheel on, because of the way they can move the tyres out of the way. But then in 2020 with the whole COVID restrictions, it was one per side of a car. Then they did the front, then they did the back. It was just bizarre.
Evil Hunter's having a little move on the inside of Tristan into turn 1. Very good wall-to-wall racing. Tristan defends that really aggressively and does it well, but Evil Hunter does get him on the exit, and it's a great line he got out of that corner. Brilliant traction.
Yeah, fantastic. He used the switchback effect on that chicane, which is actually quite unheard of.
It's quite difficult to do because that chicane is so tight. That's a really impressive move to pull off.
It really is absolutely fantastic. And obviously, Evil Hunter, he is third in the championship, so he needs to be getting up there in the mix of those higher drivers. Now, I can see Magnus is closing down on Ben Cardiff. Ben Cardiff is on old medium tyres.
Soft tyres.
Yeah, old soft tyres. I do apologise. Thank you very much for the correction. But he will have to be jumping in the pits this lap. I do think he needs to.
Magnus isn't waiting around though. Gets him on the inside of the Parabolica. Unbelievable. It just shows you the different traction.
It kind of looked like Magnus gave him a little kiss on the side and then went past him. In my view, because he come in really close and then went off again.
Unbelievable.
Absolutely fantastic effort from our drivers today. Few little mistakes that we've seen so far, but I don't think there has been anything that for major concern for a lot of drivers. Magnus now has roughly about 20 seconds to work to catch up with Correct Savant, but Correct Savant does need to pit. So there's Apex, so does Cara and LH, and these are the medium tyre strategists.
There you go. Yeah, basically everyone in top 4. Everyone in top 4 will need to pit at some point.
Absolutely, and I am questioning Evil Hunter because I don't know when he pitted. Let me have a little look. Race director, pit stops. Evil Hunter pitted in lap 2. Now I do know that if you pit in the first 3 laps, you will need to pit again. So Evil Hunter will need to pit again. If he doesn't pit, the game may not disqualify him, but it is an F2 rule that is implemented by the league.
There you go. Wild Gamers joined the chat, so welcome, Wild Gamer. Hope a bit faster than the old lawnmowers that you drive, so hopefully you get some inspiration. Only a bit faster, don't mind.
Yeah. I'll be honest, I'm looking at these times that the drivers are doing right now. I think they're quicker in these F2 cars than I am in the F1 cars.
Guys, if that is the case, mate, I think it's time for you to hang up your racing gloves and racing helmet, mate.
To be honest, I think I'll hang up the controller until I get a wheel, and then let's see how I do when I get the wheel back.
In all fairness, I said yesterday I did try these cars around Spa, and I couldn't be bothered getting my wheel out, so I did use it on the controller. They're not as bad than the last game. The last game, the F2 cars were extremely difficult to control. This year, they seem a lot better. And I'm on the controller as well, so I think on the wheel I'll be a lot faster. And I can see the enjoyment out of this, because it is very basic, and there's no ERS, it's just DRS. And it's just traditional racing, which is brilliant.
Absolutely. And this is what I love about the Rayners Wednesday F2 League, because it is just the feature race. And it's just you and half the grid, really. Absolutely fantastic. It keeps the pack tighter. It keeps the scores a bit more competitive. It's much more. I find it more enjoyable with a reduced grid. Obviously, if Raynor does have a seat ready for next season's Wednesday, I will be trying to claim one, just for the enjoyment factor. But it'd be quite good.
Might keep that in mind, actually. Might keep that in mind.
Yeah. Well, no. I'm sorry, but Hobo, you are a bit too quick for the Wednesday league. The Wednesday one is for the slow drivers or new drivers. So someone like Lexi, who's a new driver, could
Ah, okay.
If there's a space, could jump on it.
Sorry, jumping aboard. Green Ace did fly past Drew, who got a bit shaky on the exit of the first chicane. Lost a lot of ground on that. 2.2 seconds the gap now.
Oh, we got Quad GT, who is hounding Magnus right now. So the Belgian looking to get past the Norwegian.
Oh, big battle there.
So we've got. Oh, Quad GT, is he making the move? He is. Does he make it? It looks like he'd done it very cleanly before he got into the Scurry. Fantastic pace from Quad GT. Obviously, he had the DRS on Magnus, as well as a bit of toe. So it kind of opened the door. But I thought the battle may have went into the Ascari, but Magnus is not going to let that go very easily, is he?
No, we won't. He'll be fighting that for the next few laps at least. Anyway, he's not going to give up there. I'm trying to work out where to put this banner. There we go. Maybe if I put it down there. There it is. So there we go. Oh, here we go. Speaking of which, he is coming back at him. He's going to have to go down the inside. He has a little look to think better of it, which I don't blame him. He's a bit too far away that time, Magnus. But it's not over yet. There's still 4 laps to go. As I say, that Quadriga is a bit unstable on the exit, so this could be a chance of Magnus to go round the outside. Oh, he hasn't got the DxT.
Is it me, or does Magnus have a bit of wing damage? I'm looking from I'm looking from the helicopter view. It looks like his right wing end plate is gone.
Yeah, you're right. He has, which does explain why he couldn't get. I thought that would have been a simple move for him, but without that wing there, that did him a lot of did him a lot of favours. Put it that way.
Not at all. Well, what can you expect from Magnus? He must have hit that on a wall, Mr. Wallbanger?
Mr. Wallbanger. He's on board at the moment now with Green Ace as he's approaching the back of Apex. Shelly Valjean, shield your eyes. But looks like Apex got a much better exit out of the Lesmos than Green Ace did, because the gap has extended again and it could throw him in danger with Drew.
Absolutely fantastic defending there from Apex. Great exit does give you the advantage when it goes down towards the Ascari.
Well, Cairo's pitted. I've just noticed as well that LH has pitted from the lead on soft tyres now. So he just reclaims his lead. Unbelievable drive from him.
You know, I'm gonna be honest. I'd love to see LH and Rayner in TNA.
Do you know what?
Or in...
Yeah, I would. Racing in the F1 league. I think they'd be if they're as quick as they are in these F2 cars. In the what's the name cars in the F1s.
In the F1,
then, yeah, they'll be tier 1, definitely tier 1.
On a Friday, Rayners Racing League does host a realistic F1 race, and LH in the Alfa Romeo and Rayner in the Alfa Tauri are competitive at the top.
Wow!
So you can see that they've got pace. With those cars, even though they are...
That's a lot of pace to have if you're getting them 2 cars competitive.
Yeah, well, it took LH a couple of races to get it under wraps, but it was quite impressive, really, to watch when LH got that Alfa Romeo on the podium. Really, it was an impressive drive.
Cairo's made an overtake there to 8th place, flies past Evil Hunter and gets him again before the Ascari, so brilliant move from him. But it looks like he's not got the best of drives through the Ascari, as Evil Hunter could be coming back at him down this straight. Cairo, you'd think on them softer tyres he'd have the advantage, but Evil Hunter's still there. He's still holding him up, still holding with him. Very wide there on this Ascari, which could again leave the door open. We'll have a look at Evil Hunter here. We'll have DRS. Oh, it's going to be up the inside. That's what I love to see in this racing. And who's going to come up on top? It doesn't. Advantage will be with Evil Hunter, but late braking from Cairo. Unbelievable. Does get that move and just keep his position. It stays in 8th. Fantastic.
Well, we do have 3 laps left to go. I'm just having a little look into the penalties, because this is the part now where we start thinking, right, where are these drivers going to finish? So LH, no penalties, sitting comfortably in first place.
Saying that.
He's picked up.
Saying that.
Commentator cares. I've done this so many times this week. I say something and it's like, I kind of have to like erase what I just said. So like,
rewind that.
Yep. So LA's only on 3 penalty points.
That ain't bad from him. It's a very clean race.
Quad duty there, 12 seconds behind with only 3 penalty seconds. Will still hold second. Magnus, he's got 6-second penalty on him. Rayner is 5 seconds behind and 5.1 roughly. So we're looking at if Rayner can hold that in for the next two laps, then we could see that Rayner.
He should be okay, but although saying that, he just dropped 2 temps, so it could be the Concertina effect around this track. But we'll stay on board and we'll keep an eye out on that.
Yes, definitely. It is Rayner. The Rayner one is the one I'm actually looking at the most. Really, he is the one to see if he can make that because we've got 2 laps left.
Cairo spun on the first chicane. Big loss of positions there as he just takes out all that polystyrene. Cairo, you will be billed for that. That is expensive polystyrene there. Down into 11th place now, unfortunately for him.
Yeah, safety regulation polystyrene, that is.
Exactly, it's expensive, you know, it's not hard to make. Me and Gaz spent all weekend painting that for you to ruin. Ugh, some drivers. Gaps are starting to increase now a little bit. There's not too many battles. Possibly Magnus is approaching the back of Quad Duty as he gets a really nice drive out of Ascari. Could be a 5 a second, but with that penalty that Magnus has got, it's going to be difficult to gain 3 seconds in the last lap.
There's a little bit of a debate going on in the chat where Patrick says these are the 2021 cars. No, Patrick, these are the 2020 cars. These are the ones that where Mick Schumacher dominated F2 really with Callum Ilott.
Yeah,
there you go. There's Mick Schumacher. If you go on Monopodo right now, he is in Mick Schumacher's fantastic Prima car. If you go on board, you will see the Schumacher tag on the left and right there with his flag. So that is the 2020 car. Now we are going on board with LH as he is rounded off the final lap of the feature race. It does look like that Rayner is gonna lose out on that podium because he has picked up a 3-second penalty.
Oh, no.
Kudos to Ben Cardiff and Seiko Tubby for not picking up a penalty, which is fantastic to see. So Magnus, Mr. Warbanger himself, has done fantastic to keep it on track and not take too much off the wall.
Can anyone stop LH though? 13 seconds clear. He's had such a clean race today.
Yeah, apart from the 3-second penalty.
Other than that, yeah.
that was that I kind of jinxed on him. So we got LH who has rounded off that win there. He will start 8th in the next race. We've got Quad Duty now coming round.
I thought it was the driver of the pits then.
So did I. And we've got Magnus who's really close.
Him.
Oh, Magnus jumped at Rayner. What?
How did that happen? I'm just going to go back and check penalties quickly. I think that's a mistake.
This has happened before to Quad Duty?
I think that is an actual mistake because I've just looked at the penalties and unless he picked one up, he picked up 9 or for another 6 seconds in that last sector.
I don't think he did.
For that one.
Yeah, I'll let you check the race director as I round off this. So our order is as of LH is in first, Magnus second, Rayner third, Quad Duty fourth, could be second if we look into that carefully. Apex fifth, Drew in sixth, Green Ace in seventh, Correct Savant in eighth, who will start on podium position. We've got Correct Savant, Correct Savant there, Kyra on ninth, Tristan rounding off the points in 10th. We do have LH gets the extra 2 points for the fastest lap. Ben Cardiff in 11th.
Oh. He's not going to be happy. Driver day was Tristan there. I was trying to check. It didn't look like he had 9 seconds of penalties, like total. That's what he would have needed.
No. What it is like we've just been informed because there's a glitch in the game because Quadruti disconnected.
Oh, he disconnected
and then reconnected.
Yes, he did.
It doubled these penalties.
Oh.
And it will be fixed. So unfortunately for Quadruti, it benefits Quadruti in the next race because he starts off in front of Rayner and Magnus.
He will.
Instead of starting in 7th.
Unless they do a restarted grid, I don't know.
I don't think they're going to do that. There's no point, not for one driver.
Well, there you
I
go.
think it should be a happy accident since Quadruti kind of got bumped out of points last week.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Just to confirm, it is a 3-second penalty, which was doubled. But it looks like it was tripled, if anything, because I don't know how.
Yeah,
it's
got just jumped. Added on.
Yeah, I think he must have got another twice. Because that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a big loss there.
I was just quite shocked. I was like, no way could Magnus get second. Or
especially how cocky he was going across the line as well. Proper weaving.
Like swagger.
Yeah.
It would have been funny if he spun out though. I would have laughed. I would have made sure I laughed out loud if he spun.
I've commentated on a race before where I've seen a driver doing that weave, and I think it must have been a track with 2 start-finish straights, and and basically he hit. You know, the drivers hit the wall on purpose and they crossed the line. He hit the ball a bit too early, and it DNF'd on the line.
Oh,
inch away from it.
Well, that happened in my first commentating stint at TNE, wasn't it? Liam crashed just feet from the finish.
Yeah, it did as well. 1 sec, I'm just going to quickly change my batteries. 1 sec. Oh. I haven't got my glamorous assistant at the moment because she's gone downstairs, I think, to paint her nails. Cheek of it. There we go. Back. Don't think you can reform the grid. No, what I meant basically by saying that was if they did a restarted session, but yeah, probably not on this one. Just gonna have to do the points later on. Guys, are you still here?
Okay, sorry, I'm sorted.
There we go.
For some reason, my mic muted for a moment. So here we go. We are 11 laps of Monza as we are taking the formation lap now. It's gonna be quite a impressive race, I reckon. The sprint race.
Yeah, definitely. 11 laps, pure racing, no stopping, unless you get damage, obviously.
No, yeah, every driver selected the medium tyre, which is the correct thing to do.
Yeah, but if anyone selected a soft, that would have been a huge mistake.
Yeah, the only way you could get away with doing putting a softs on is if you know you can get 11 laps out of them, which you really can't. Not at this level.
Definitely not. So with the mixed up grid, I will read quickly through your starting for this race. Savant will be taking the lead as he finished in 8th for the last race. Green Ace in 2nd, Drew in 3rd, Apex in 4th, Call Duty with that bit of a mix up there will be in 5th above Rayner and Magnussen, so Magnus even. LH, your race winner from last race, we started in 8th. Then we'll have Cairo, Tristan, Benjamin Cardiff, I should say, Psycho Tubby, Evil Hunter, Monopono, I should say, and Liam D. So fingers crossed Liam can have a better race this one. He's a bit unlucky in the last race and retired in the pits quite early on.
Yeah, it did. We've had a few of the drivers have been unlucky. I think Rayner was unlucky because I think he lost a bit of wing on the first lap. Evil Hunter had a bit of a a bit of a disaster at the beginning, but Drew had a fantastic start. Just unfortunate he did start to slip down the grids a little bit.
I was trying to make sure the angle changes this time, so I'm just flicking between the two cars until we get an actual correct view of the lights.
I'm going to jump aboard with correct savants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. We're out and away we go. So that's a clear start there from our leader, correct savant, who is actually just. It looked like it was quite a nice clean getaway. He's not been challenged at all by Green Ace there. Green Ace holding off the 2 damned cars behind
another
him.
crash at the back. We have Tristan and Ben and Skyro a bit all involved in that. Oh, it's a big shame there. Always calamity on that first corner there. It's very difficult to get all cars through that without getting any sort of impact.
We've got Liam, who is disconnected for some reason. So he is a bit ghosted, so that'll explain why he's not going to be there. Basically, it's just going to be a ghosted people driving through. Apex managed to get a bit of a jump and get himself into 7th right behind his teammates.
Yeah, Magnus also got past Rayner as well. As we see, correct savant is under attack. Is on the attack. From Green Ace.
Well, Kojuti has managed to get himself up into 3rd. It's a fantastic effort, and he is looking to get past correct savant, and Green Ace is sitting on pole.
Very good first lap from Green Ace there to get that pole position.
Yeah, but fantastic start by Kojuti, who is looking to be setting his sights on getting Green Ace, but he's got to get it done with correct savant, really.
Look at this! Look, this is a proper team battle we're watching here as well.
Absolutely fantastic! It's the whole thing's gone all over the place right now. We've got a complete disconnection with a lot of the drivers, so hopefully this will sort itself out. It's telling me that Drew's at first, but we do know that it's Green Ace sitting out there in front.
There we go. I think the connection is back now as I'm literally watching the back of Savant. Or Quadruti, I should say. Quadruti, who's right behind Savant.
So it looked like a little bit of a gauge, a little bit of a tap from Magnus to Quadruti, and a little bit of a tap from Quadruti to correct Savant going into that air chicane. So hopefully there's no damage on those drivers. There's no damage on Quadruti's car, and I don't think there's any damage on Magnus, because Drew is now sitting in 4th. What Drew needs to do now is do the team player game. Basically protect Quadruti so Quadruti can have a battle at the front all on his own.
Yeah, so I just watched a bit of a battle between Savant and Quadruti there. Bit of a love tap as they went through the Ascari. I thought like it ended really nasty, but Drew's going to have the good run on him. So we'll have a look and see if he can get that move done, but it won't be before the Parabolica.
No, not at all, but Quadruti is quicker, the correct savant. It's just that correct savant seems to be sticking the car in the right place.
I just realised as well that my timing ball was completely screwed up there. It was saying that Quadruti was 6 thousandths of a second behind Drew. It really wasn't. Oh, more contact there. They go through the first sector. Rayner does jump. Magnus Stone goes up into 5th. We have yellows in sector 1, which is behind. I believe that is Psycho Tubby who has lost it. Facing the wrong way.
Yeah. Unfortunate for Psycho Tubby, who is starting to struggle now at the back there, as Ben Cardiff and Liam have made it the way through. And we've got a first penalty of the race with Cairo with a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings.
Yeah.
LA just seems to be slipping down as well.
So yeah, Savant dropped down into 3rd as well now, and also has just noticed Rayner's got past Drew, but Rayner's got wing damage. He's missing an end plate. There's a big crash, big crash from Drew. Not sure what that was about there. I don't know how he's got all his wheels on the track as we have a VSC. How did he keep that car with his wheels on? Unbelievable.
Oh my goodness. I just got like the glimpses of it from other drivers as they were leaving the The scene, absolutely.
See, I was on
But
board
Magnus
with Drew. I'm not too sure if there was some sort of reason he slammed into the wall there. It looks like he possibly got turned into. I'm not too sure.
Well, Magnus has lost all his whole front wing.
Ah.
So the question is what happened? Magnus was behind him at one point, and Drew is continuing on racing even though he's lost a big chunk of wing. Magnus had no wing whatsoever at the front. He would need to pit anyway. But that probably be passed on to the stewards after the race. So our order as Magnus has retired from the session. I think the wing damage has basically been a tough call for him.
So looking at the replay, I'm just on board now. Drew was right behind Rayner, going down just after the second Lesmo. Magnus must have been on his inside there, and whether Magnus had turned in just caught his rear wheel, I am not entirely sure, but it sent Drew straight into the wall and basically pinballed across that straight there.
Oh,
very nasty crash, and again, I'm surprised he kept the wheels on.
Oh, we're now on lap 4 of 11, and LH is starting to make his climb through the grid now. So a little bit of a slow start from LH, but he's starting to make up for it now.
Saying that, Apex is on the charge though. Apex is going to get him on the inside of Parabolica. Oh, does think better of it, I think. I think Apex had the run on him. He must have backed out on that for whatever reason.
So could GT now...
Go on. Sorry.
Yeah, Could GT needs to now start putting his foot down a bit more because Green Ace is 1.6 seconds ahead, and that does not look like it's changing whatsoever. Green Ace is doing really well. Green Ace's teammate, Eva Hunter, now battling with Rayner for third. Eva Hunter, though, he started right down low. Absolutely fantastic race from him today. Let's have a look at the position change. He's up 10 places currently.
Wow. And
still battling up. Absolutely fantastic effort from Eva Hunter.
But Rayner's not giving it up. He's still sticking with him, and also he's got Correct Savant for company as well. So these two guys, we're really chasing down Evil Hunter. See if they can get past him. It's not going to be plain sailing though for Rayner because he has got that wing damage. Don't forget as well.
Yeah, his local closest rival is only 2 cars behind him. So he wants to be getting as many points as he can right now to protect his championship lead.
Good race.
But I do think after the race before that might have changed already.
Very possible. Very possible. So Apex is still in touch with LH, but they've now involved this big train as retired is Cairo. Cairo's out of the race. And it's another VSC.
Crashed.
Yeah, he's lost it coming out of Ascari, and there he is in the wall.
Oh no. Yeah, I just quickly switched onto Ben Cardiff as he goes round. So Kujuti was actually 0.3 of a second behind Green Ace before the virtual safety car came out.
Wow.
And they're back racing again. And it just kind of means that that time that 1.7 seconds that it showed is now back down to 0.4 of a second, which means Kujuti could be having a good go at Green Ace within the next lap or two.
Yeah, so what drivers tend to do under a VSC, they will leave a bigger gap than normal, so that as soon as it's, say if you're right up behind close to someone when the VSC comes out, you'll drop back a little bit, get about a second, and then when it says green light, you can go racing, or VSC ending I should say. That's when you put your foot down, so you've got that whole second buffer, and the aim is to get a really good run on the car ahead. As we see, Quadruti is having a look already, Dan, before Ascari. He's not going to get it done now. He's just going to hold on for one more, or a few more corners at least, and get that DRS.
Absolutely, he's going to have to use the start-finish straight really to his best advantage to get the move done. But also the VSC as well, because the cars are slowing down. The time difference is different from the time difference will grow because the cars are moving slower from point to point.
Yeah, definitely will. So let's have a
There
look
we
now.
go. As
Quad
Quad
Duty's having
Duty
another look.
is making a move. Can he get it in there before the first variante?
Easily done. Easily done. Not much Green Ace could do there without the help of DRS.
As smooth as butter.
Yeah, definitely. Like a hot butter through knife. What? Like a hot
Definitely.
butter through knife? A hot knife through butter, even. I am Irish.
A hot butter
so
through knife.
A hot knife through butter.
If you said, it could have said double Dutch. It'd be quite fitting to go with Green Ace.
Yeah, definitely double Dutch. Definitely a good little shout there. But all he's got to do is he's always just got to stay with him. That's all he's got to do. I'm just going to jump back on board. I think Drew has DNF'd, but his car has rejoined the track, unfortunately. So hopefully it doesn't cause Liam any trouble. And it does, he pulls over to the side.
Was that true, or did you say that was retired?
Drew's retired in the pits, but his car had come back out. Yeah, it's a bit silly, really, for the game.
It's down to the game. I'd said to him going into the pit on the lap before. So now running through the order as we've got coming up to 4 laps remaining. We've got Quad Duty in first, Green Ace in second, followed by his teammate Evil Hunter in third. Now I do wonder whether team orders come through as Green Ace has gone in the pit.
That was strange. Did he get a drive? He didn't get a drive through, did he?
No, he didn't get a driver. He didn't get a penalty whatsoever. He's had a very clean race. No damage. I just don't understand
it's
it.
Maybe a drive through. Yeah, it's a drive through. He got a drive through.
Did he get a drive through for speeding under the safety car? I didn't see that.
I didn't see it. I'm gonna have a look now and just have a little quick check. Yeah, he did drive through for speeding under VSC.
Oh no! Well, that basically just kind of destroyed his race for him. As
Yeah,
I thought, he was
really
absolutely
well.
done fantastic.
He was doing really, really well there. Let's have a look at the other penalties, but yeah, no one else has got a drive through. Although I've just noticed as well that Evil Hunter has really lost a lot of ground to Quad Duty there. The gap now 2.7 seconds.
Yeah, and it seems to be bouncing between the 2.7 2.8 seconds gap, so I don't see Evil Hunter making a move, but Rayner is quite stable behind him as well, so we could see this could be our final 3. But LH up into 4th now, starting in 8th, dropped down a few places and then got himself back up, is going to be looking at that chance to get onto Rayner, but Apex is there hoping to cause a bit of a headache to LH. Because he needs to support his teammates. So the more Apex battles with LH, the better position Rayner will be at the end of the race.
Yeah, 100%. Just quickly, Izzy said what happened to Cairo. Cairo lost it on the exit of the Ascari and slammed into the wall, and that unfortunately lost his wheel there. Drew had big contact as well and retired in the pits. And obviously, I think that's what you've missed so far, to be honest, Izzy. And then Green Ace lost his lead due to a drive-through.
Yeah. It's stupid mistakes, really, that kind of cost a driver a win. And that's Green Ace through and through.
The system here with the VSC is very, very flawed. Like, I preferred it back in the day when you got a realistic time of the delta. Whereas now it kind of goes up and down in sectors, like segmented times, if that makes sense. Where before you'd get individual split times, so you can kind of time and match what you're doing because you can see every single thousandth of a second your delta. Now you don't see that. You see it like we're seeing the gaps between the cars here, which is not very good for a VSC.
It is segmented time, isn't it, rather than flowing time? But the thing is, though, it's like this is what everybody sees anyway when they're watching it. This is the segmented time because that's how they do how.
I don't mind it. I
I
don't mind it in this situation when we're watching it like like a race when we're commentating. But I think for a driver, it does help if it was a flowing time for a VSC, as we're seeing LH and Apex on the attack of Rayner. Rayner breaks really late into that first corner. Will he hold it up? But LH will have the inside line. They're still side by side as they're going round turn 3. It's a proper drag race now.
absolutely fantastic. Rayners' effort through that first chicane was absolutely phenomenal. I thought he might have done it there, but the exit speed that LH had, and Rayner just tucks it in there in the chicane. LH, it's a really great wheels
He
move.
gave it back. He gives it back. I think he cut
it
the corner. I think he cut the corner on the overtake there. But in giving it back, he's lost his place to his teammate Apex.
Yeah, Apex has also got fastest lap. He picked up a 130.6 lap there. So Apex still looking to get past LH, which is quite possible because LH won't have DRS, but Apex should.
Yeah, this again. Apex does need to really step up for his teammate here. If he can get in front of LH, really slow him down that last lap, you never know, a mistake could be made, and Rayner could capitalise. So let's wait and see now as we do about to enter the final lap of the race.
Absolutely fantastic. It's been a very good race today. Unfortunately, we had some issues with people getting disqualified for and being involved in an accident. And oh, come on, Green Ace! Just when it was a possibility of him getting into the points zone, he starts picking up penalties.
Oh, I thought we were going to see a potential position change there from Apex with LH, but LH does the smart thing and defends the inside and keeps the racing line to himself. So very well done from him. You don't want anyone getting on the inside of you on that first corner because it just really shuts you out for the exit of the second. So good
I'm surprised. I have looked at this, and this is kind of basically it's like the opposite of the first race. In the first race, there was penalties galore, but very little action.
Yeah.
Whereas this is a lot of action and very little penalties, which is exactly what we like to see.
Speaking of action, we've got a spinning car. I believe that is Tristan. Lost it on the the second chicane there. Very easily done, to be honest. I don't think he's got damage though. This could be a possible spin. As we got another crash just ahead of
Tristan
him as well.
does have that. Tristan does have damage. He has a large one.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, no.
Savant's crashed as well.
Here we go. So we've got Quadruity now coming around the Parabolica. I've got this helicopter view right to the finish as he is going over the line.
I keep thinking of diving to the pits, but unbelievable weekend from Quadruity. Fantastic driving.
Eva Hunter, absolutely epic drive from Eva Hunter. Definitely driving the day for the second race. LH in third. Apex takes fourth. Reno in fifth. Monopono will take sixth. We've got Tristan now coming around the Parabolica, but he's got Correct Savant for company. These drivers are holding a few penalties. So
and
Tristan,
a lot of damage.
Tristan had to let Correct Savant through, and Correct Savant in seventh, Tristan in eighth, and Green Ace. Let's see where he comes. He sits in ninth. Ben Cardiff in 10th. Liam will get 11th with Psycho Tubby in 12th. Psycho Tubby almost a lap down to the leaders there. Absolutely fantastic race that was. Congratulations to Quad Duty, Evil Hunter and LH for on the podium. Well done to Apex for the fastest lap. I do believe that he did hold that. He did. Oh no, LH got it with a 130.5. Oh, LH really got a lot of points today. I think he got maximum points in the first race. I think he got the fastest lap as well. He had podium. So the thing is that he's only dropped a few points there for being third rather than first. Obviously, these follow the F2 sprint race, so it's the top 8 that get points. So absolutely fantastic. Quadruity 15 points onto the scoreboard. We'll start making that the battle with the Evil Hunter, who does get Codemasters Driver of the Day and probably our driver of the sprint race. Do you agree there, Herbo?
Yeah, 100%. Did fantastic, Evil Hunter. And also a hat off to Quadruity there. I think he will really get the driver of the weekend. Fantastic drive from him.
Oh, definitely. I do agree with you on that.
He kind of benefited as well from the little glitch in the game to keep his position higher. But, you know, sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't. This time he got lucky, so well done to him.
Yeah. It's a bit unfortunate for Rayner. Rayner's not had a lucky weekend. It's dropping out a few points there. It was unfortunate. Obviously, there'll be the Drew Magnus crash will be looked into. But absolutely fantastic effort from everybody today, so thank you very much. Thank you, Herbert, for joining me. Thank you to everybody who's commented. So we'll wrap this up now. You can join myself and Herbo tomorrow at LFR. Also, you could join Herbo on Tuesday at TNE. You can join myself for the DxT Tea Time Friday League on Friday. And then we've got TNE on Saturday as well. And then we're back around to Sunday. But then you've also got for Rayners side of stuff, you've got Rayners Racing League. We have Monday night multiplayer, which is a new concept for Rayners League. Basically, the teams are given a livery, and they're working teams of 4 or 5, depends on how many the drivers have got. So they will jump on that. It'd be quite an interesting thing to see, so I will be tuning in after my commentary to actually see how that goes. They have the Wednesday night F2, so if you're available, join that. And they also have Friday night racing. Obviously, me and Hobo unable to attend that because we've got other commitments. Anything that you'd like to plug there, Hobo, before we go?
No. I said thank you to Rayner for letting me co-commentate again. Shout out to what's the coin called?
Sim Racer Coin.
Sim
I
Racing
was just
Coin.
about to do that just before we ended. So Rayners Racing League is sponsored by Sim Racer Coin, cryptocurrency rewarding sim racers with cryptocurrency to spend on their hobby. Thank you very much again, guys, and I believe that is us out. Good night.
Good night.